Tuesday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Today, I wanted to come in and share with you my haul. There's nothing spectacular in this haul, but I wanted to share, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first stop in the haul is going to be Ross. And while in Ross, I picked up this pack of dish drying mats. No explanation needed. You guys know what your dish drying mat is for. You just simply, once you take your dishes out of the dishwasher or the sink, if they're not dry, you just lay them over to the side. So I love these dish drying mats. What really sold me on this particular color or these particular mats is the fact that the picture that's on the packaging, the kitchen that's in the picture, the colors that they use in the kitchen are almost identical to the colors that I have here in my kitchen. So I thought they would look great here in mine. Again, this is a 2-pack. I love that you get a solid one and you also get a print. Really, really pretty, really cushiony, really well made. And these were only $3.99 for the 2. As you guys know, here in my kitchen right now, I just use these little basic white towels to put over to the side to dry my dishes on. So yeah, thought this was a really great find at Ross. Still in Ross, I picked up a few kitchen utensils. All right, I got some tongs by KitchenAid, and I really thought these little bamboo silicone spatulas were really pretty. I love the colors on these. They just are such vibrant colors. I love these, and I needed these because I only have metal utensils here in the kitchen. Well, the majority of my kitchen utensils are metal, and in the video where I did the turkey chili, oh my gosh, I started out cooking, I think it was the sausage. I was starting to break the sausage down and I was using one of the metal spoons and I caught myself. I could hear the scraping and I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're about to ruin these pots. And a lot of you kind of mentioned that too in the comments. You guys were like, Tan, please do not use those metal containers on your new pots. So I have gone out and I've purchased me some. I'm slowly building up my softer kitchen utensil stash. So yeah, the tongs were $5.99. Again, these are by KitchenAid, and the silicone spatulas, and these have a nice bamboo handle. And my last and final purchases from Ross are these cast iron skillets. I could not believe that I went in there and stumbled across these cast iron skillets. These were actually the only ones or the last ones they had on the shelf in the kitchen area, and they were only $14.99. And when I tell you guys that these things are so heavy, they are so heavy. So there are 2 in the pack. You get an 8-inch skillet and you get a 10-inch skillet. They are already pre-seasoned. It says that they can go from the oven to the grill to right to your table, and they just have one special instruction here, and this is probably with any cast iron skillet. They're just instructing you to, after you have used them and washed them up, after each use they suggest that you kind of lightly oil them with a little vegetable oil. So I am really looking forward to using these here in the kitchen. As you guys can see, I am really on a somewhat of a kitchen kick right now. So I've never had any of these before, so I am really looking forward to giving these a try. All right, so I left Ross and headed over to Tuesday morning, and I didn't get a whole lot at Tuesday morning at all, just only 3 individual items from Tuesday morning. Again, some kitchen stuff. So I picked up this slotted turner or spatula by the brand Oneida, and this was only $3.99. Again, wanting something soft to go with my new pans. Oh, speaking of the cookware set, a lot of you wanted to know where I had actually purchased my Sur La Table cookware set. Well, as far as I know, you can only purchase Sur La Table from Sur La Table, and so here in Atlanta, I know of 2. And there's one at Perimeter Mall and there's one over at Phipps Plaza. I actually got mine from Phipps Plaza, so yeah, hope that kind of clears that up. So yeah, I got the slotted turner. I also got from the brand Calphalon. Several of you actually suggested that I get the Calphalon cookware set. But they are a great brand also. So I got just a wood utensil, just a spoon. This was $2.99. Again, this is Tuesday morning where I purchased these. And then I got this little set also by Calphalon. Let's see, this one is a slotted spoon and then just a wooden spatula. So just 3 little things from there. I didn't see a whole lot in Tuesday morning, the day that I went. What I did see while in Tuesday morning was the fact that I believe some of their stuff is overpriced, especially a lot of their accessory stuff. If you compare what they offer to what you can find at Home Goods is much better and their prices are better. So I don't know. Let me know. Is your Tuesday morning overpriced with some of your home good accessory type items? Let me know. All right, so switching gears just a little bit. I was just about out of my Mademoiselle by Chanel. There's only like a corner of it left in here, so ran into Macy's and picked up a fresh bottle. And still sticking with the perfume theme, from Amazon, I've talked about this perfume before. It is the Layla scent. You can actually purchase this in the Norway Pavilion over at Epcot. But as you can see, if you remember me talking about this in the past, they have kind of changed up the bottle a little bit. Again, a corner of this left also. So ordered some from Amazon, but again, you can also purchase this from Epcot over in the Norway Pavilion. And I just love this scent. Whenever I wear this, I am always getting stopped and asked, what is that you're wearing? Smells amazing. If you guys love this scent, I know a lot of you have said that you wear it also. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Somebody is always stopping and inquiring as to what the scent is. So yeah, got me some brand new scents. All right, my last stop in this haul is none other than the Dollar Tree. If you are in your Dollar Tree and you're over in the kitchen area and you happen upon the Glad Tall Kitchen Quick Tie Bags, do yourself a favor and pick up several boxes, because when you go back, there will be none, okay? I love these tall kitchen bags. You guys know the kitchen it is my area here in the house that I like to keep clean. I like to keep my entire house clean, but the kitchen, it's just mine, okay? I have a real love affair with this kitchen, right? So, one of my duties here in the kitchen is taking out the trash. For the most part, Eric does take it out, but on occasion he will forget, and so that duty falls on me. So I love it when you can have some really good bags. The Dollar Tree, for me, their regular kitchen trash bags can be a little bit of a miss. You know, if your trash bag isn't going to be strong enough to hold your trash, then it's not really, you know, worth even the $1. But the Glad ones, these are a familiar brand, as you know, and they hold up so well. I love the fact that these don't come with the little ties. I don't like these little ties, you know. I want to be able to kind of tie the bag up, secure it really neatly and tightly, and then put it out. Well, this one has a little extender handles that you can kind of self-tie, so I love these. To add to the fact that not only are they by Glad, but they also have Febreze kind of built into them, so it has a nice little fresh scent. You know, you want to keep your kitchen clean and smelling nice, even though it's the trash. And this particular scent that I have is the Hawaiian Aloha. Unfortunately, like I said, it's really hard to get your hands on these. This was the last and only box in my particular Dollar Tree, but I'm always looking for these, so I picked up some. Next up, while in the Dollar Tree, I picked up some bleach, no explanation needed there, and some aluminum foil. Now, I will say that I am partial to the Reynolds aluminum foil. For me, it is a lot stronger than the Dollar Tree, but I was in there, we were out, so why not? Moving right along, still at the Dollar Tree, these sweet potato chips. I've never seen these in my Dollar Tree. Let me know if this is a familiar sighting in your Dollar Tree. But what caught my eye was the fact that they were gluten-free, 0 grams of trans fat, and 3 servings of vegetables. So I picked these up, decided to give these a try. They are sea salt and crinkle cut. So let's just do a little tasting right now, shall we? You know, just in case you've seen these in your Dollar Tree and, you know, you've been kind of wondering also. All right. Hey, I'm not mad about the size, the cut. These look very familiar to some of the ones I purchased out of my grocery store, so let's give them a quick taste. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And this is a good size bag. You get 3 ounces for $1. I can taste the salt. It has a good crunch. And it tastes like a sweet potato. So, I will definitely start picking these up. On the back it says only 3 simple ingredients: sweet potato, condensed oil, and sea salt. Cannot go wrong with that. 150 calories, 3 servings in this bag. So pretty good for $1. Oh my gosh. These are so good. If you have been wondering about these sweet potato chips at the Dollar Tree, the sea salt, go ahead and pick these up. I give these my stamp of approval. I love sweet potato chips, and these are very, very good. Oh my gosh, so good. But anyway, moving right along. Next up at the Dollar Tree, another face product. I have really been on a Dollar Tree face wash kick, or face wash product here for a while now. But the next one I picked up, it just says face wash, but it is infused with vitamin E and green tea. But I'm gonna tell you what actually sold me on this particular face wash. So if you have been a long-term UnFrumpy mommy, then you know that my family and I are the biggest Disney fans ever, right? So when I smelled this, the scent immediately took me back to one of the Disney hotels that we kind of resort hop on from time to time while we are on vacation. And I was immediately transformed back to one of our happy places. So I had to pick this up just for that reason, right? But again, it has vitamin E and green tea, and if you have more mature skin, then I'm sure you know that both of those are very beneficial, you know, to keeping our more mature skin just really nice, healthy, and glowing. All right, so my next purchase from the Dollar Tree is mascara by LA Colors, and I'm sure when you guys see mascara, you immediately think for the eyes, makeup, right? That's not what I use mine for. I actually have a really nice or favorite mascara that I use from MAC. That is the one that I use for my eyes. The one from the Dollar Tree I use when it's time for me to color my hair. Again, you know, as we mature, things start to happen. For me, I'm starting to get the little grays here in the front. I do color my hair, but sometimes I don't have time to color it. So I use the mascara to put right here in the front to cover up the few little gray hairs until I can get my hair colored again. So had to pick up another container of this today. And finally, from the Dollar Tree, I finally found it, guys. The apple scented Fabuloso that you guys have been speaking so much about in the comments, okay? The collection is finally complete. So I have the apple scented, which I have not smelled yet. I have the Ocean Paradise, and my still current favorite, the lavender scent. All right, so I have them all. Please let me know if I'm missing one. Let me know below if there are still some elusive Fabulosos out there wandering around that I need to kind of search for. But let's go ahead and give this apple one a try. So the picture has some red apples, green apples, and it looks like some pears on the picture. So they are calling it passion of fruits. All right, so maybe apple, I don't know, maybe that's another one, but this one says passion of fruits. I don't know. I think this might take the place of the lavender. I don't know. It smells like apples and pears. It smells exactly like the picture, apples and pears. So I think, oh my gosh. Eric, I think we have a new favorite Fabuloso scent. Passion of fruits. Yes. Well, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video, my little haul. And so, until next time, ladies, don't be a frumpy mommy. Bye, ladies.